go ahead and get a programming window from idle, get an idle window open, and go to Google Classroom and get the template that tells what the program does. It's in week 24. Open up the template there. So you've got the 4.02 template. You've got a idle window open that we'll get to in a few minutes. But first, let's go through this. In your template, where in red it says insert your pseudocode here. Right, that's on your template that you just opened. So we're going to work first on writing the pseudocode, putting together a plan for this program. So we'll look at this. Put up here on my screen. So I've got the template on my screen now and just a blank place to write some pseudocode because I'm not going to put it on the template, but we'll have all of this ready to roll. Okay. Well, I don't think anyone else is going to join us right away. So if they do, they'll have to catch up because they'll be starting late. Let's go ahead and got this up on the screen. Let's start writing the pseudocode. So let's look at this program here and see what we need to put on the template for the pseudocode. All right. Using comments, name, date, and purpose. So that's the first thing we put on our pseudocode. Name, date, and the 4.02 program. So we'll put that on there. It says indent things. It says use meaningful variable names. Create a menu. Okay, so it says create a menu for the user to move the turtle. So create menu. And here's what our menu will do. Let's see. We'll say if they choose one, it'll just move our turtle forward. So we'll just say one is forward for our menu. And then we'll say if they choose two, it'll turn left. If they choose three, it'll turn right. And just to do something fun, let's draw a circle if they choose four. Draw a circle. And then 5 would exit. Let's see. Oh, we're using the turtle, so we have to import the turtle. I'm going to put that above the create menu. I forgot to put that up there. Import turtle. So I had to go back and add that. I forgot to put that up above the menu. All right, let's think about it. We got our name, date, purpose of program. We've got to import the turtle up there. We've got our menu. Forward, left, or right. So then we would need to, create a turtle so that it can draw. I'll pause here. Make sure you get the time to catch up. And let's see, create turtle. Oh, it says use one color other than black. So choose color. So create turtle and choose color for turtle. So I guess about the only other thing left is we're supposed to ask the user what to draw. And that's pretty much with it. If statements to draw. So that should pretty much cover everything that the program says we got to do. We got to create a menu that allows the user to draw things, and then we'll just draw things based on what they choose. Okay, so that finishes our pseudocode. So let's start writing the program then. I'll switch over to a Python window, a Python idle window. And I've got the pseudocode here on the screen, so we can use that. So, of course, the first thing is the name, date, and what program it is. So put your name at the top with a hashtag for a comment. Today is the 20th. And this is the 4.02 program. So I'll pause there. Mr. Brock, 22026, 4.02 program. Okay, the next thing it says is import turtle. Well, that's actually just what we type in the program, import turtle. So we'll just do that. We need to define our main function to start our program after we import our turtle. So we'll do that. Okay, let's print our menu now. So it says that we got a menu, so we need to print the menu to the screen. So 4 spaces, print, choose from the following. So we're starting our menu to put on the screen so the user knows what will happen. Don't forget to put a colon after your main parentheses there too. So define main colon. Choose from the following. And then we're just going to do the things we have on our menu. 1 is forward. Print. 2 is turn left. I'll get these and then I'll pause and wait so you can catch up. I'm just putting our menu on the screen. Okay, I'll pause right there, but that's the next thing we need is to get all of our menu on the screen. Okay, so now they have their menu. They can choose 1 through 5. So that'll be on the screen. So we've done a lot of our pseudocode already, so we're moving right through it. The next thing we have to do is create our turtle. Okay, so let's go down another line. And this is where you can give your turtle whatever name you want it to have. I'm going to name mine Leon the turtle. Turtle.turtle. So that's how we create a turtle. You give it a name. Oh, I done messed it up. You give it a name, whatever name you want it to give it, and then you say equals turtle.turtle, and you have to capitalize the second turtle and put parentheses after it. So Leon, so I put Leon. You put whatever name you want for your turtle. Equals turtle.turtle with a capital T. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hit save on my program just in case something happens. I don't want to lose what I've got typed. We can always load it back if we need to, but I'm just hitting save temporarily. So choose a name for your turtle and create the turtle there. Then we're going to choose a color for our turtle to use. So I'm going to choose crimson. Choose whatever color you want. All right, just so I can test what I got, I'm going to go ahead and put the main statement down here. It should not be indented, but when I run it, it should go ahead and print the menu just to test it and make sure everything's working. And it should open the little turtle graphics thing over here as well. So as long as you don't have an error, it's good time to check it. Put the main statement in there. We'll put more code above the main, but for now, we'll just put the main and make sure that everything's working. All right, so we've created our turtle and choose a color. Now we just got to ask the user what to draw and then actually draw it. So let's say, all right, to do this, we need to create a loop so that if they haven't exited yet, they won't exit. So we're going to do this. We're going to say choice equals 0. So we have to create a variable choice. We can call it whatever we want, but choice just makes sense. And then we're going to do a while loop. And we're going to say while the choice is not equal to 5. Because when they choose 5, it's going to end, because that's our exit on our menu. So we have to create a variable called choice and then check to see, is our choice 5? Because if so, we're done with the program. They're exiting. We're not going to draw anything. Create the variable choice. And then we're going to run a loop to keep drawing as long as they don't exit. Again, so if I save the program, if we lose the program, like something happens and we end up with the window closed, we can go back to choose file and reopen it, and it'll bring the program right back in there. So let's see here, I'm actually gonna, if I lost the whole program, oh my goodness, I lost the program. I can go back after I've saved it. I can open it back up when I choose file, bring it right back. Okay, so we've got our while choice is not equal to 5. And underneath that, so what happens? If choice equals 1. Oh, wait, we haven't asked them their choice yet. Choice equals integer. Since they're going to enter a number, we want to tell it it's an integer. Choose a number. 1, 2, 5. Okay, so now we're having the user. So we've created a turtle, choose a color. Ask the user what to draw. So that's what we're doing. Choice equals integer input. Choose a number 1 to 5. So our user can decide what they're going to draw. So now once we do these 5 if statements, nested if statements. All right, so now we'll look to see what did they enter. Oh, we got to have 2. I almost forgot. I got to have 2 closing parentheses. I only put 1, but we have 2 opening parentheses, so we have to have 2 closing parentheses. So 2 parentheses on that. Okay, so if they choose 1, if I'll put it in parentheses, choice equals 1. All right, so let's say they choose the number 1. What does it do? According to our menu, the turtle goes forward. So Leon, my turtle, forward, and I'll have him go forward like, I don't know, 60 spaces. You can pick however far you want him to go forward. I'm just going to choose 60 pixels, I guess is the proper word to use there. But that's what we're doing, saying if they choose 1, our menu says that means forward. So the if statement has to be lined up right underneath the choice. And then what happens if it's true has to be indented 4 more spaces. So underneath it, when you move your turtle, make sure your turtle. And remember, we're going to use 2 equal signs to check to see what choice equals. 1 equal sign means we're assigning a value. Like here, we told it choice was 0. Here we're saying, is choice 1? And if so, then I want my turtle to move forward 60 pixels. All right. Now, what if they don't choose 1? Maybe they chose 2. So elif, this means else, means if they didn't choose 1, else, check to see did they choose 2. Elif choice equals 2. Colon. So if they didn't choose 1, Maybe they chose 2. In which case, Leon is going to turn left. I'll say 90 degrees. And then let's let him go forward. So it turns left and moves. We'll do that. If you turn left, we're going to assume you wanted to turn left and move. So as we do these menus, make sure you got the colon at the end, you got the LF, the 2 equal signs. And after we do this, we'll actually just copy this and to do the right. It'll be just as easy. So make sure your indentation is consistent. All right, so let's see. If choice is 1, it moves forward. If it's 2, it turns left and then moves forward. Let's see. The next one is 3, turning right. So here's one. I'm going to kind of cheat here. Not really cheating. I'm just making this easier. I'm going to copy those 3 lines. Copy. And then paste them right there. So I don't have to type it all again because it's almost exactly the same. Except this time, that's going to be F3 and it's going to be right instead of left. So highlight what you want to copy, right click, and you can just hit copy. Like I'm going to copy it again. And then go down here to the next line. And then if you hit paste, it'll put another copy of it. I'll make that this time. What if it equals 4? Yeah, copy that, paste it, make more copies of it.
Oh, I know.
That's too big. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then we can just fix them. So choice 3, change left to right. And if we copy it too, sometimes we have to fix the spacing because these should all be spaced the same. The F and the LF should be the same number of spaces. And then underneath each F should be the same spaces. So those should all line up together coming straight down. The only other one we got is LF choice equals 5 colon print. Thanks for drawing, or whatever we're going to say here. There we go. So when they choose 5, it's going to print this and then it's going to exit because our loop says as long as the choice is not equal to 5, keep going through the loop, letting them choose something and happening. So I'm going to save my program again. Save it. And then when I run it, 1, 2, is my turtle doing anything? 5. Oh yeah, it's just off the screen. I can make it bigger now. Yeah, it's drawing there. But you gotta have that choice number 5 on there. So that way you can exit. So when I run to turn left, go straight, turn right, circle, exit. But once you get it to this point, if it works, like I said, don't run it without the choice 5 up there because this loop will never end and you'll lose your whole program if you haven't saved it. But once you get this to where you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and they all do what they're supposed to do, save the program and turn it in, and then go back to the template. After you turn in that program, the only thing left, it's worth 20 points to answer these questions at the bottom of the template. 20 of the 100. The whole thing's worth 100. 20 of it is these 4. And there's really not a wrong answer. Just tell me what you think on these questions at the bottom. What was the purpose of your program? How can it be useful? What's the problem you ran into? So yeah, get that turned in. Go back, answer the 4 questions at the bottom of the template because that's worth 20 of the 100 points. And hopefully that'll get you in great shape. If you're not missing any other programs, your grade ought to be looking pretty nice then.